Welcome and welcome back to my 7th market update video on Bitcoin. So yesterday was a pretty interesting day. We had a lot of clean movements and we were able to capitalize on some of them. So if you were in my Telegram yesterday, you would have seen that we took a short off this 8-week point of control and we cashed out. So we would have a short up here with a stop above the high and we cashed out this yesterday. The rotations are pretty clean right now. Previous year, value area low is holding as support at the moment, and we got that move back into the 8-week POC. So right now we're waiting for the development into New York Open to see what trade are we gonna take. So just to show the VWAP side, you can see this is the daily profile. This is the daily time frame with the yearly profile and developing yearly. Not developing yearly, but the previous year value area low, which is this gray line right here. This is holding as support. And meanwhile, though, as you can see, there are some lows that are untapped on the left hand side. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like this, clear these lows, reclaim, and then we head back up into 100. But I'm gonna keep in mind that these lows are still untapped, and that's why I didn't take a long at the previous year value area low, because I believe we're gonna sweep into these at some point, right? So that is the yearly time frame. Let's look at weekly. Right now we are accepted into the developing weekly value, and we're currently getting capped by the developing weekly VWAP. So this is just something to keep an eye on. For me right now, the developing weekly value has been dynamic resistance, as you can see here. Boom, short, boom, short, failed out. It has been working as the dynamic resistance for a while, so it is something I'm gonna be keeping an eye on during this time that we're in like no man's land essentially. So, and the monthly values here, this is the monthly VWAP on the 2-hour time frame. So currently developing monthly value area low is capping upside, and they're rotational in between the previous monthly values. So it is still something I'm going to take into consideration, because previously the previous month value area high was resistance, and it was strong resistance. So that is my bearish line in the sand at the moment. It would be this. If we can't get above the previous monthly value area high confluent with the 8-week value area high, then we're probably going to see lower unless we do something like this. So that's the monthly. Quarterlies, same situation. Previous quarter value area low is holding as support at the moment, but again, I'm keeping in consideration these lows on the left hand side. I just can't see how we don't clean at least some of these up with another flush into something like this. Another flush, boom, and then we're up again. But so I'm keeping that into consideration when I'm taking longs at these lows. So that's that on Bitcoin. I think in terms of potential trades going into today, right now this 8-week point of control is holding as resistance. So I want to see a market structure break. This would be the market structure. Let's say we get something like this, something like this, then I'll take a long into the 30-day, into the 8-week. This is a little bit more risky than I would like because we're longing into resistance, but I would still take that as a trade. What we could also do is clear these highs again, flush these out because these are stacking right here. We flush these highs and we take a short back down, targeting the 8-week value area low because we did front run that level. So just once again, we flush these highs, short, and clear these lows on this side, clear these out. So that's my main focus today. I'm looking for shorts still. I'm not really taking longs into resistance, but if it does play out that way, then I will, because you could see it from here. There is a lot of liquidity above. That's these bars are liquidity gaps, so you can see there is a lot of stuff above to be taken out. So I'm not gonna rule it out, but I just prefer not longing into resistance, which would be these two clusters right here. In terms of ETH played out well yesterday. This was a high volume rejection from this contextual level, which would have been a short I didn't take it. I was focused on Bitcoin, but same thing applies to ETH. If we see that, acceptance above and we break structure, we see this acceptance above the previous yearly VWAP, then I'll take a long. And again, same thing, clean the highs, can't get above, that's a short back into the lows at 2800. So that's, keeping it simple going into today. Nothing really to speak about on ETH. We're just playing whatever Bitcoin gives us when we double up on ETH. So hopefully that helps.